also get some more breaking news that's coming in amidst the violence and chaos that's taking place in Bengal's Asansol. Our correspondent in India Today's Manogya Loiwal has also found herself in a rather unfortunate situation, being manhandled by people. There were, remember, TMC members who surrounded Babul Supriyo's car. She was also manhandled when she was surrounded by, she was standing with several reporters trying to get Babul's reaction. The man who assaulted our reporter is yet to be identified. But Manogya has confirmed to us that he was a TMC supporter who was standing behind her. So we need to get more details on that. Okay, these are the unfortunate scenes, and clearly the worst scenes are from Bengal. Let's listen in once again. Let's see what actually happened there.
Babul Supriyo ke check khole chhodi de koi taka ninchen ale marchen na nai amake kinte parbe na amake kinte parbe na modige hotel gaচ্ছে আবার বলছে কিনতে পারবেন না ये थे बाबू सुप्रियो जिनके खिलाफ बात सबके ए माचन गाना Babul Supriyo ke check khole chhodi de koi taka ninchen ale marchen na nai amake kinte parbe na amake kinte parbe na modige hotel gaচ্ছে.
Yes, that troubling images coming in from Bengal at the moment once again, and really it is in Bengal that we are seeing. Manogya Loiwal joins me on the phone now. Manogya, tell us more exactly what happened to you.
Well, this was Jamuria area voting center of Asansol parliamentary constituency. We have been reporting extensively since morning. There has been various reasons to believe that TMC and BJP are fighting their very, very tough battles. But the fact that the media persons, including me, I was a target. They were hitting out at people, they targeted, and not just that, first hit out at then of course tortured, then of course abused. And the kind of language that was being used by the TMC supporters is absolutely unexpected, unheard of ever in the past 17 years of career in journalism that I have done from the state of West Bengal. The fact that they were not just speaking out but also using abusive languages. And then of course just for the fact that we were reporting somewhere in that region where there has been tension, there have been reasons for everyone to believe that people have not been allowed to vote. TMC has been claiming that BJP is the target of BJP. Babul Supriyo, the BJP has claimed that people are not being allowed. We were on ground zero. First his convoy was attacked, and then in the second polling booth where we went, we were attacked, abused, heckled, manhandled, all kinds of words that you could use to explain the situation.
Well, the TMC clearly has much to answer for. Aman Sinha, I know that your delegation is going to meet the Election Commission, but we are also being told that a TMC delegation is going to the Election Commission protesting at the manner in which Babul Supriyo entered a polling booth. So clearly both sides now, this is a fight to the finish. Why is it that it is happening every round in Bengal only? Rest of the country, we aren't seeing the kind of scenes we are seeing in Bengal.
You're right, absolutely, Rajdeep. First of all, it's very unfortunate incident with the India Today reporter, and we strongly condemn it. But this is what you also just observed, Rajdeep. All over India, even in Jammu and Kashmir and all other states ruled by other parties, elections have been happening by and large smoothly without any law and order problems. But why this is happening in Bengal only? This is because there is a Gunda rule which is prevailing under Mamata Banerjee, where her goons are, out on the streets. They are not even sparing lady reporters. They are abusing, molesting them, threatening them, attacking them using abusive language. This is the kind of training and the kind of baptism that happens in TMC, and it aptly reflects the ground situation which is prevailing. You all know, Rajdeep, what happened in Panchayat by-polls. Those who went to file their nominations, they were brutally tortured and killed. This is the state of affairs which is prevailing in Bengal, and therefore BJP has been taking up this issue. I would request for, like India Today, all other media groups to take up these issues of kind of violence which is happening in Bengal. We have been raising this with Election Commission time and again, but still there are no central forces on all the polling booths, and we have been seeing these unfortunate situations being emerging. But let me tell you, this only reflects the desperation which is there in the Trinamool camp. The BJP is sweeping on large number of seats in West Bengal, and they are gaining all those seats from TMC, and therefore TMC is in a very desperate and anxious situation today, Rajdeep.
Rahul, you know, it appears that Bengal is the bitter battle of this election. Is that because the stakes are so high, both for Mamata Banerjee, who wants to retain her hold over the state, and the BJP sees this as the one potential growth area? When you look across the country, which is the state where the BJP could register double-digit growth in MPs compared to 2014, it's really Bengal that they're looking at. Is that the reason for these clashes? How do you explain why round after round in Bengal we are seeing violence?
Rajdeep, there was a painting by Picasso. When Hitler went to see it, he was complimented. He said that you have created it. It was a famous painting called Guernica. Now, what has happened in Bengal over the last 5 years, Trinamool and the BJP has set up a battle between each other, largely to edge out the Congress and the CPI, who were the traditional players in this state. Now, in trying to create a battle, they both need a polarization, an acute polarization, which is vitriolic, which is violent. In Asansol, there were riots, and 3 to 4 people had died in those riots. And this is exactly what is being playing out. You build your cadre and your supporters in such a manner that they know the only language they know is being hostile at each other, will be seen during election and polling period also. Now, during polling period, Rajdeep, such violent incidents are created. I've seen it in UP and Bihar, in several other states in the early 90s. These are created to ensure that your workers remain engaged, your voters come out to vote, rest don't. These are very deliberate strategies by political parties.
But it's happening in Bengal. You know, earlier these scenes were more in Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. We see less of the violence there now.
Yes.
Rajdeep, yes. What we're seeing is history repeating itself. Bengal, unfortunately, has this history of violent clashes. Nobody wants to cede an inch of space to the other, and it often turns violent. It happened when the CPM was in power. The Trinamool was on the receiving end. Ironically, when the Trinamool is in power, now it's the BJP versus